All right, let's talk taxes. Yesterday, yesterday, the Republicans released their text for the next tax plan for next year for 2018, HR1, something about tax reduction in jobs or something like that. And I think they're full hooey, but that's beside the point. Let's take a look at a specific example. My example from 2015. These are my actual wages here. So in 2015, I was paid $22,000, $22,425. The Chronicle of Higher Education indicated that it says this here on the right side that the tax plan would tax tuition waivers like the one I received in 2015. And so I added in $4,820 from the tuition waiver. So that's been added in there. The standard deduction has been altered from $6,300 in 2015 to what is listed here from the bill itself from Congress. We have subparagraph A says the standard deduction is $24,400 for joint returns. I fall under subparagraph C, which is half that, so I get a standard deduction of $12,200. Money.cnn.com reports that personal exemptions, such as the one that came from 2015 for at total $4,000, are going away. Because of the doubling of the standard deduction, this is probably not a huge point of problem, or at least for me, it's not a huge point. For other families, it could be a huge problem, but for me, that's not a huge problem. So, taxable income for 2015 was $12,125. Adding it under the change of law, that it comes out to $15,045. The taxes for 2015 come out to $1,358. Here is the table that the IRS used back then. So everything under $9,225 taxed at 10%. Everything above that at 15%. And added together, it comes out to $1,358. The New York Times reports that everything under $9,000 is taxed at 12% instead. And so my taxes jumped to $1,805.40. That 40 cents probably not, but whatever. And then the Chronicle of Higher Education and Time Magazine report that the Hope Scholarship Credit and the Lifetime Learning Credit are going away, leaving us with only the American Opportunity Tax Credit. For 2015, I would not be able to get that, so that loses me $703 of tax credits. Let's see here. So total taxes for 2015 work out to $655. Under the proposed changes, we end up at $1,805. So that's a whole lot more money, $1,150. I couldn't get anywhere backing up what the Chronicle of Higher Education said here. So just for the funsies of it, and this doesn't happen, let's take that tuition waiver tax off. And I still end up paying $1,227, which is $572 more. I am not a huge fan of this either way. So this particular tax plan negatively affects me, no matter what the Chronicle of Higher Education said. Um, so yeah, this gets down vote for me for my personal situation. However, um, my understanding of the Republicans' general tax plan is to reduce taxes on the wealthy. Idea being that the wealthy would then turn around and spend that money, making the economy go round and round in circles. However, um, that's not actually what happens. The wealthy just kind of hold on to their money. So lowering taxes on the wealthy doesn't really help us any because that doesn't make the economy go round. What would make the economy go round is if the government acquired that money through taxes and then spent it on the rest of us. The government always has something to spend money on. The wealthy, not so much. For instance, something they could spend it on instead of save the military. Good choice, alright choice. I suppose they could spend on Social Security and shoring that up. I hear it's getting a little on the shaky side, but really, if they taxed things the way they could, and spend money, in places, they could say spend it on universal health care, which I would also find quite delightful, as my innards require $1,000 in medication if you paid out of pocket. The insurance on the market, I paid $500 some dollars for. It should have been $400 some dollars for it, but that was my mistake. But still, it costs a lot of money. So I managed to get this semester. I got 2 credits was enough to make me a student to get my student health insurance, and that's $171 a month, which is delightful. I like that. Really, though, I would prefer to have 0 premium and pay it in taxes, and then the taxes could be levied on the wealthy to pay for the health care of the poor. And then the poor, now being healthy, as opposed to what they were before, which is not as healthy, then can make the economy go around more and more instead of demanding more health care. An ounce of prevention being worth a pound of cure. They can then go out and make money and spend money and make the economy go round. And as the economy go rounds, the government gets more taxes, which means that eventually the tax rate won't have to be as high as if the economy were static. The taxes would have to go up to a certain level. But because the poor are now making more money, they don't have to go up as high to pay for everything, because now the premiums. So the premium, you replace premiums with taxes, and life just works out better. See Europe, and Canada, and Australia, and Japan, and all these places where people don't go to bankruptcy because they get sick, and or die. So yeah, I recommend higher taxes on the wealthy. This plan sucks, and get universal health care. Life would be a whole lot better for everyone.